Welcome. Tuesday night, April 26th, 9 p.m. Eastern. That means only one thing. It is time for Comic News Weekly, coming at you live every Tuesday night. Also available on replay and available on the audio podcast wherever your podcasts are found. Just search for Simple Man's Comics. Have some great topics to discuss tonight. We are going heavy with Spider-Man. Most of our topics tonight, we are talking about Spider-Man one way or another. But before we get into those, let's bring the panelists in here. We have a full house tonight. I am so happy for this. From that amazing With Brian McClay YouTube channel, we have Mr. Brian McClay.
What's up, brother?
What's
a lot of
going
people
on?
tonight. I'm excited.
Yeah, full house. We just had everyone popping in. We went from like right before we were about to go live to like three other people popping in. So let's not wait. Let's get them in here. We also have, he's been on a hiatus for a little bit, but we have Mr. Indie Spotlight himself, Mr. Southern Charmed, Mr. Andy Tomlin.
You got to throw that in there, don't you? I really appreciate that. I've been away for a while, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, and hopefully I'll continue my streak from here on out.
Awesome, bro. That's why we have the people we do. You know, next man up. If someone can't make it, it's all good. We'll catch you on the flip side. That's a Boondock Saints reference.
Is that a pun?
It's a Boondock Saints reference. But our awesome new regular with his mystery topic, we don't know what it is, but we're going to discuss it at the end. And if you guys have a topic that you want discussed in this podcast, put it in the comment of this video, not in the live chat. Put in the extra comment. We will pick, or Ryan will pick a topic, not tell us, and we will discuss it on one of the next episodes. But he's here with us right now, Mr. Rhinoverse himself. Ryan, what's going on?
What's shaking with the bacon? What's the hizzle on the fizzle? What's the haps on the craps? So today's topic is going to revolve around what national day it is. So if you know what national day it is, then you might know what the topic's going to be around.
Yeah. National Hot Dog Day. I don't know.
Giggity. Yeah.
We also have Mr. Fix It himself, Mr. Blue Green Artifacts on Instagram and whatnot. Make sure you guys follow him on both of those. We have Mr. Tony Fix.
Gentlemen, good to see you. Awesome. Ladies, gentlemen, hopefully we have some lady viewers, right? You have some,
yeah. I think we do.
Broad metrics, right? No, it's good to be here. Looking forward to talking some comic books. Let's do this.
Yes, and then, of course, the button pusher himself. The beard in the Midwest. Is that Midwest? Is Michigan Midwest? I don't even know. But Mr. Comic Man, Andy Alberto Jefe.
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. We're ready to push some buttons, but man, what a week. Dude, Elon Musk bought Twitter for $43 billion. All I had to do was download it for free from the App Store.
Oh my God, what a sound effect.
That's totally real.
Yeah. So yeah, heavy Spider-Man topics tonight. But before we get into those, I want to welcome people coming to the chat. GTK Comic, as we always say, best avatar ever. Love the G.I. Joe. Darth Lopez, always a regular each and every week. Always commenting. Always appreciate the participation as people start rolling in. But the first one we want to talk about is one of the best animated movies of all time when it comes to comic book animated movies, and we're talking about Spider-Verse. A lot of people were super excited for the Across the Spider-Verse movie coming out this year. It has been delayed till June of next year, but they did release some footage at CinemaCon, and they are saying that they are going to have over 240 characters across 6 multiverses in this movie. I'm super excited about it. I guess the first 10 minutes is floating around online. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. And we got the name for the part 2 as well. What do you guys think about this? I'm kind of bummed. I know my kids are bummed that they have to wait another year for it, but then they, like everyone else, short attention spans because other movies are coming out on top of it. But What do you guys think about this? 240 characters. You know, comic book flippers are going to go freaking nuts.
Yeah, but for what? A 2-second appearance? I mean,
Bro, it just takes an app alert and shit starts selling.
oh yeah, no, I'm with you. I just that's going to be tough. Like, I mean, you're literally going to have to pause it and try and pick characters out, and then go, oh, there he is. That's going to be tough. I mean,
You know what I like about it? I like the devil's advocate portion of it. 240 characters. How do you pick like the ones, right? How do you pick the ones to kind of speculate on or try, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
maybe Mephisto will show up.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, man. I think it's really funny. I think it's ironic in a way for comic speculators, right? Everybody's been going crazy for these characters, and now we find out there's going to be 200 new characters in there, and it's like, you know, it's a lottery ticket at this point. But I think we know who's going to be the big characters. We know it's going to be Spider-Man 2099. We know Miles. We know Gwen. Very good chance Spider-Punk's going to have a good enough cameo appearance or something that, you know, makes us go, okay, he's really cool.
Jessica
But,
Drew.
Yeah, Jessica. Yeah, so 90% of them are going to be, like you guys said, 3-second. You know,
Miles Morales, I think.
Is it supposed to be like in one movie, or is it like a, what is it? It's a Spider series, right?
Well, there's the sequels. It's 2 different movies. It's going to be in 2 different parts.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'll play the role of Dank, since Dank's not here. No, he's a good guy. He's just, you know, he's got me. He makes some good counterpoints. I really love the first movie. I think, you know, for a lot of people, it's top 2 or 3 superhero movies ever, right? Like maybe not for everyone, but it's definitely way up there. I feel like the expectations on the first one weren't very high. I think a lot of people were pleasantly surprised, to say the least. Like, they were really blown away with the style of animation, with the story it told, the way it integrated, you know, these characters that we've never heard of before. I mean, who would have thought 4 years later, 3 years later, that Penny Parker, the first appearance of Penny Parker, would still be, you know, $300 plus 9.8. That's crazy, right? But I feel like it kind of works against it. The expectations for these are going to be so high, man. People are going to, and you know, superhero fandom people, like they're going to pick it apart. They should have done this. Oh, they should have developed this one better. Oh, like, I'm not saying that it'll be bad, but I think it will not reach expectations, especially having been pushed back a year and people have yet another 12 months to, you know, stew about it and get excited about it. So I don't know. It's still Sony. We know they're able to screw things up. Hopefully the creative team, obviously the same ones that did the first one, will reach those expectations, but it very well could fall short.
It's got to be a flipper's nightmare, though, to think you have that many.
Right.
You're going to have so many different characters, and you're trying to capitalize on it. It's going to be literally a crapshoot of which ones are actually going to be, you know, it's going to have movement, and then which ones are going to be like fall flat. And maybe like everyone's hyped on 2099, and maybe he falls flat again, like he's done in the past, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see what that looks like, and then it's going to be interesting to see that how much of the Spider-Man sales will be deflated afterward, or people get so Spider-Man burnt out after that, or what?
I don't know. I think it also could be the Empire Strikes Back, right? Because that's like one of the best second movies in a trilogy ever.
I think it's going to be good.
Tony does have Phil Lord and Chris Miller who did the first one, and the first one was so good that it's one of those things that if they were involved in any other movie, that was what the trailer always put on, like, from creator of Into the Spider-Verse. But I get both points. I'm excited for it either way. I know I'm excited to take my kids to it. This one is Across the Spider-Verse, and the one after that is going to be Beyond the Spider-Verse. So
I'm excited to
we'll
see.
see. I think they're definitely better with animated movies at the Sony side than they are with live action movies. And you said you all know how Sony does with some of that. That's kind of what we're getting into with the next topic, I think.
I want to see what the animation is gonna be like. I hope they do, because I think the last one had some cutting edge, like some newer, animation styles to it. And
Right.
that's the part that I really be looking forward to, is if they continue that trend of like trying to bring us like new and innovative ways to make the characters look.
Yeah. I really want to see them develop these characters outside of this movie, though. I don't know if that's on Marvel, if they would own like the TV license for these, the Spider-Man Noir and 2099, and can they do their animes on Disney Plus, or does Sony own both the TV and the streaming or movie? I don't know. I feel like we should have had a Spider-Verse animated series by now.
Yes.
Or play off of, do like a 3-story arc with Penny Parker and the 3-story arc with Spider-Man Noir and a 3-story arc with Spider-Ham. It was so big. They should capitalize on that.
Where would they stream it to? I remember that one time they had PlayStation TV, which is kind of like Sling and YouTube TV and all that. And then PlayStation also had Power, right? The comic book Power series. And I don't know how those rights work, because I know Disney's, their Ultimate Spider-Man, those Ultimate cartoon series were freaking awesome.
That brings up a good point, because PlayStation's getting ready to start doing their new platform for streaming games and stuff like that on it.
Their new PlayStation Plus tiers.
Yeah, what if they start using that to do stuff like this on it too? Like you be able to get access to that content if you had a subscription to that, the upper echelon stuff.
Be a good idea.
Yeah. Well, keeping it in the Spider-Verse, this one's out of left field of Spider-Verse, out of way left field of Spider-Verse, and that is this craziness with El Muerto. Did you guys hear about the El Muerto news? This is actually really funny, you guys. I know I'm taking shots at it, but I don't know too many people that knew who El Muerto was, yet alone that there was going to be a character showing up in it sounds like the Sony Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Which I'm not surprised at that. And it's going to be played by a rising hip hop artist, I guess.
And WWE wrestler.
There you go. Bad Bunny. So, yeah, this is one that I definitely couldn't even think of showing up. Do you guys know how many people on this panel knew who El Muerto was before tonight, 5 seconds ago?
That's going to be that's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. It's great. I love it. Great move, Sony. Way to pick one.
Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, it's El Muerto before it even starts.
Yeah. Jesus, dude. What is going on? So, all right, let me give you an update on El Muerto. For those of you guys that didn't know, El Muerto first showed up in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man
6, right?
You got it. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6.
I didn't know that until I've started researching the article today.
And I want to tell you guys one of the funniest things. This is one of the funniest comic paragraphs I've ever read. All right, talking about what happened in that issue. Okay, El Muerto is his father was a wrestler, and it says here, and Bad Bunny's supposed to play Juan Carlos Sanchez. So it says here, Juan Carlos Sanchez was trained his entire life by his father to be the next long line of El Muertos, masked wrestlers who wore mystical masks that granted them power. But Sanchez never wanted to be El Muerto and refused to fight. El Dorado, a bad guy, wanted the mask and said as punishment, El Dorado attempted to kill Sanchez. But in order to save his life, his dad jumped in and his dad died, right? And because of his dad's bravery, El Dorado gave the new El Muerto 10 years to train. But in that time period, he had to train. And at the end of the 10 years, he had to beat a hero, a superhero, and take off his mask.
Huh.
You know who wrote this? Peter David. And I can't believe it because that is the one.
I love Peter David, though.
I know,
But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can't believe that. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. You know, they had to be sitting around, I would expect, smoking a little something and just laughing and going, let's try to get this through on Marvel.
No. Isn't that basically how Spider-Gwen was created too? From
oh my God. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, dude.
And Peter David's Spider-Man 29/9 run is freaking awesome.
Peter David's Hulk run is amazing too. Like Peter David's a great writer, but where did this come from? They're probably just, maybe they were in a bar in Mexico and watching live wrestling and hammered.
Tequila.
Yeah, drinking tequila, eating the worm.
Or they watched Nacho Libre.
Yeah, twice.
You know, I mean, there is a strategy. There is a strategy to take completely unknown characters where there's no expectations and get a really good script. That's the big part, and blow people away. I mean, that's really what James Gunn is so good at, and Taika Waititi to a certain extent, taking,
But
horror.
Sony hasn't proven they've been able to do that yet.
Exactly. They can't. Those were successes because of the creative force behind them, not just because they picked a random character and throw it up on screen. So, I mean, the chances of it working, it really does depend on that creative force.
It's like the Powerball machine. They put a bunch of names of characters in there and be like, who picked El Muerto?
El Muerto. Ding, 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 ding.
Doesn't it feel like they're just trying to keep the license? Like, remember in the 80s, who was it? Roger Corman had the rights to Fantastic Four, and he had to make a crap movie just to keep the rights. I mean, it seems, not that I want these to fail. I want there to be good Spider-Man movies. I hope Madame Web is great, even though I didn't even really know who she was
confidence
before.
in that movie. And I hope, I'll say it right here, I'm completely wrong. And El Muerto is like, bro, it's like the 2008 Iron Man that just kicks off the Spider-Verse. And everyone's just like, Bad Bunny t-shirts everywhere and shit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just lost what I was going to say. Dang it.
I don't think Sony has a freaking clue.
Yeah, and I knew that book is stupid on eBay. Knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, it's huge.
Hell, I was just talking to Brian before the show as I was brushing up on the articles, and I'm like, I don't really have a lot of knowledge on this. I'm going to make sure I read this all the way through. I got one sentence in and said made by Sony, and I'm like, well, I'm done with this. Just hit exit, and I'm like, that's about all I need to see about that.
You did see, on another note, I'm sure Ryan knows this already, but you did see Venom 3 got greenlit.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about it at that convention they're at.
So
That made Ryan's year right there.
Well, it's not coming out till 2024 possibly, but again, it's Sony. It's like someone asked me the other day how I felt about the Venom stuff, and I'm happy they're doing Venom. I mean, I'm happy that they made the character and they've made it like a live show with it. But I'm excited and I'm very hopeful that Marvel does Agent Venom on their side with the leftover symbiote of it. I think it's gonna be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
I agree.
00, I threw out there that Bad Bunny was also a WWE wrestler, but we didn't say WrestleMania. And then Randy Orton or someone got like some shit like talking about I forget what it was. There was some drama around Bad Bunny showing up as a wrestler. But
why does anybody know, while we're here on this topic, why the name Bad Bunny?
I don't know. I don't follow him as a hip-hop artist.
Here's something really bad. For the longest time, I always thought when they were saying Bad Bunny, they were talking about that chick, the Catch Me Outside chick.
I thought so too. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
So like
Why'd you reference it to her for?
Because her name's Bad Baby, Bad Bunny, and so
Bad Bobby.
Oh,
Bad Bobby, yeah, something.
I mean,
thing.
Easter was just the other weekend. When I hear Bad Bunny, the first thing that comes to my mind is our peeps. Peeps. Just
I think it's Stabity Bunny. That
I'm thinking about Dead Rabbit. So all of that, and nobody thought of the right thing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think at
pretty
this
bad.
point, a Sony movie succeeding and a DC movie succeeding are about the same odds. Like you get some good ones, but they're
That's
not
terrible.
guaranteed.
I will go on record to say that I am fully on board with Twilight Batman. Pattinson as
be.
Batman, I thought was
Yeah,
great.
he's great.
I was impressed.
And the Riddler was awesome too.
Yeah.
And that chick that played Harley Quinn in the movie is fantastic. No, I'm just fucking with everyone.
I thought so.
I got to rewatch it. Huh?
But
Want to dive into that topic? We will. But hey,
next, we do actually have some Spider-Man comic book news, also, right? Comic Man Andy.
speaking of darkness and dreariness and black face paint, and yeah, we do actually. This is pretty interesting. Marvel
Yeah,
teases
Spider-Man's
a
going
dark
4chan.
Oh God, you just broke the show. Oh God, here we go. Marvel teases a dark Spider-Man Venom development. I'm not gonna be able to do this now. Hold on. 4chan, you just killed me, man. God.
His kryptonite really is dad jokes.
Oh, all right. Marvel revealed a teaser poster for a new dark web Spider-Man and Venom development. While not immediately clear if dark web, think 4chan and dark web, will be a new series or crossover storyline, the publisher said that more details would be revealed in the upcoming Free Comic Book Day Spider-Man Venom issue that releases on May 7th. So hopefully we don't have another Free Comic Book Day / main issue like confusion between. You remember Free Comic Book Day? What 2020 or 2021? Was it last year or the year before? Where
That's not Red Goblin shit, is it?
That's because of COVID.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking about now. I'm thinking
Toxin or whatever.
That red with the Red Goblin stuff.
pretty sweet image here being teased. And I kind of like this idea. This is drawing my interest to a franchise in a series that I'm kind of like, I'll buy the tickets. Yeah, I'll kind of catch the show, but I don't really get super excited on. This right here is getting me pretty excited. And I know my buddy Ryan down here is actually going to be able to help educate me through this so that I don't have to explode my brains with all of the history and all of the, oh my God, there's so much to take in to try to get caught up. It seems like that Ryan, I know, will help me out with that, but
yeah, I was looking through that a little bit. They're talking about I don't know. I guess they're it's going to go through some of the history is what I'm seeing, but I didn't read the whole exact thing. I saw they're going to talk about whenever.
Yeah, it's going to carry over into the Amazing Spider-Man, which issue 1 comes out tomorrow.
Oh,
but it's going to carry into that the new Amazing Spider-Man, I believe, as well.
So is it a crossover event? Is it a new title? What?
You're a crossover event.
Oh, no more crossovers, please.
Easy, Donnie Cates.
You better get the burn cream. You better get the burn cream because that's gonna be a solid burn for a week.
All right. Who put the edibles in Comic Man Handy's?
I know, right? It wasn't me.
4chan.
So it says they're going to turn away, away from Peter Parker, after the stuff that happens from 300. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. It looks like his only friend's going to be Doc Ock.
Yeah. And the Free Comic Book Day, it's got writing by Ewing, Ram V.
That's the thing I'm nervous about. Is that because they've got, oh man, that thing has not been good.
Yeah. And John Boymeier's variant.
Ram V doing dark could definitely work though. Like he's good.
I liked him on Catwoman.
Yeah, I mean, Come on, D
Of
Savage
course, Nick
Shores.
Savage Shores, but
Yeah, D
and,
Savage Shores.
crap, brain fart. The boom book. Layla Starr, right?
Yes, Many
That was
Deaths
a
of
big
Layla Starr.
I don't know. I'm not a big current Spider-Man reader or Venom reader for either of those. Kind of got disillusioned during Donny Cates' Venom run.
I'm the same exact way.
So I haven't picked up. And then normally I do get a resurgence. I don't know if I don't want to call it FOMO, but you're like, "Ooh, a new Spider-Man #1. Let me pick it up and maybe it'll."
So they got John
Better.
Romita coming back too.
I was on Nick Spencer's for a little bit, but Spider-Man. There's not but so much you can do. And like I said, I enjoy Miles Morales ongoing more than I do Peter Parker.
Well, if they're going to put Venom along with Spider-Man more in this series or whatever they're doing here, I'm really for that because that feels like home. Venom, his own series is cool, and it was really great with Donny Cates, and now it's like very questionable. The story is just not as exciting, and it might get there, but like when you get Venom and Spider-Man together, that always feels like home, and it feels like okay, that's going to be good. They're going to make even though it's a good old duo. I mean, it's like old school, but I mean, it'll be pretty fun, I think.
Yeah, Zeb Wells. What else? Trying to think of other stuff that he's written though, but I mean, I remember. Sorry, my brain shuts down.
May 7th, so that's the same weekend as May the 4th. Yeah.
What? May 7th is the same as May the 4th.
What?
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Thank you. Hey, I'm slow.
I know. I'm telling you.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the most interesting thing for me about this is going to be the costume.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's pessimistic, but
because I mean, Spider-Man #1 comes out tomorrow, and you know how Marvel does, especially with Spider-Man. I think there's 6,022 covers. Collect them all. But I will say,
Pokemon style.
One of my favorite cover artists for Spider-Man, whether it's regular issues or variants, I always tend to like Gabriele Del Otto's Spider-Man covers.
yes,
Yeah.
And I have one here that we're going to do a little giveaway on, and it's exclusive variant from the 616 Comics, Gabriele Del Otto. So
Beautiful.
we will give this cover away right now. Spider-Man 87, Gabriele Del Otto, exclusive variant, the 616 Comics. McClay, you're always good at this. You pick how we give it away.
All right.
On the spot.
Hey, don't forget, I can do a StreamYard hashtag if you guys want to go that route.
I want to do
enough hash from you, Andy. You've been kind of giddy tonight.
Are we giving it away live to people watching now?
Yeah, it's give it away right now, live.
All right, ready?
We'll do it live.
Here we go. Say stop.
Stop.
Darth Lopez. Hey, Darth. Shoot me your send me your email. Send me your mailing address to simplemanscomics@gmail.com, and I'll get this out in the mail to you.
Darth Lopez, great community member. Shout out to Darth Lopez.
Cantankerous said we all need to be drug tested.
Fun fact: I recently went. Well, right after the Super Bowl.
No way.
They're like, hey, after that halftime show, you gotta come in, bro.
Did they really fall that way? Oh my god.
Yeah, I got the Monday after the Super Bowl. I was like, random drug test.
Time.
Bring your ass in.
Yeah. Fun fact: I would fail probably.
Yeah.
Now you will, especially your employers are watching.
So yeah, and I have some other books I need to. We'll start doing more giveaways on this podcast for sure. So, Ryan, National
today
Crazy Day.
Stanley would be proud, wouldn't he?
Stan the man. Why?
Dan from The Office.
Tell me, Stanley. Oh, so It's multiple. That's one of the days. I was looking it up. So there's multiple days. So it is National Pretzel Day.
Oh, should have known.
There's only 364 days till next pretzel day.
But in another calendar, somewhere in a far off land, it's also National Alien Day.
What?
Yep, National Alien Day. And I recently just got through watching Aliens, and it was nice to go back and like, I don't know, when I watched those, they had like a trilogy run on the I don't know what channel it was, but when I was watching, I was like, man, this things are freaking awesome. I haven't went back and watched these in forever, and even the newer ones I thought I didn't really watch because I was like, man, they're gonna probably be lame, but they're really, really good. And then today, my buddy Camaro Mark was playing the Aliens game on PlayStation 2, whatever, and it was all right. It was kind of lame. And then I got to thinking about the comic books that recently became part of Marvel, and it's like that comic book. Even right now, the books, like it's an okay read, but do you think that's a dead franchise? Do you think they'll ever be able to resurrect and get the same kind of impact out of Alien that they did when they did that, using Geiger and you know, Geiger's not around anymore, the guy who designed the actual look of Aliens?
It wasn't, to me, like, even when Dark Horse first, those books never did anything for Dark Horse. There was a small bump, right, with when Aliens first came over to Marvel, and there was a lot of exclusive variants for it, and some great covers. But I heard it was a good read, but I don't see it. I don't know.
The read is good, but do you think that they could like revamp the movies? Do you think that now that Alien is owned by a Marvel franchise or Disney thing, do you think that they can do a resurrection? I mean, there was a resurrection, Alien Resurrection, and Alien whatever. Can they? Is that franchise to sell its course?
I think as a franchise, I think that you can always do good stuff with that. I think as a comic book, as far as seeing a boost in value, I think you can make the best Alien movie ever, and the comic books still will just be what the comic books are. And
Totally.
That's my opinion. It does better, great, but that's just how I see it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you're buying an Alien comic book, you're buying it for the cover. I mean, that's the bottom line.
I mean, and you could say the same for Predator.
Yeah.
So what is it then? Why is it? Because you see the alien, it's like, and that's what the draw is in the movies, the special effects.
I think it's because we know what the status quo has been so long for Aliens.
Plus, usually when you have comics based on a movie, they don't do the same as movies based on comics.
Yeah. You haven't heard anything from the Alien Marvel stuff. You know what I mean? Like, not even Alien fans coming out and being like, these are really good. Matter of fact, I had one of the guys on the movie that I was helping my buddy film. He was the sound guy that would do all the sound. He was a huge Aliens fan, and he saw all my comics and stuff, and he's like, hey man, what do you think about the Aliens comics and that? And he's like, he was really into him. He read all the Dark Horse stuff and everything. And he kept on saying to me, like, the Marvel stuff is terrible. It's garbage. So even Aliens fans didn't like it.
I've been reading Aliens. I haven't seen it come out as of lately. I don't know if it's fallen, if it just got burned out, they stopped doing it or what, because it's been a while since they come out with the newer one. And they, you know, like when I think, did you see Prometheus and like those, like maybe that's the direction that the movie should go. I'm almost thinking like more so on the movie side. What is something they can do to continue? The Prometheus stuff was really, really, really good. And go ahead.
There's just too many plot holes. And I for one, am a massive fan of the franchise Aliens and Predator. So when they said that, when we caught that news that Marvel was picking up the rights to this and running with it, I was really excited. Added it to my pull list. I'm like, yes, let's check this out. And I opened up that first issue, and it was
dry. So get out.
Yeah, way too. The writing was way too dry. It was almost like reading from a computer screen, and the artwork was so heavily digitized. It wasn't even smoothed over.
Yeah,
it was
the art.
the quality of the art was good, but the fact that it was so digital heavy was off-putting, and it didn't get better. Like normally when you get a creative team that's working on for the first time together, that first issue might have some challenges, right? But then you get into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that progressive stride they start to hit as a creative team. It wasn't there for Alien at all. Like, I don't know, like who was overseeing this and who was editing it, but it was like pretty much like run it, send it, go, get it off and get money, people spending money on it. I felt like, as somebody who added that to my pull list, who's a big fan of the franchises, that I felt like that was a straight money grab, that they were after the fact that, hey, here's the news that we picked up the rights. Let's run number 1 and let's run a series and see how well it does. Yeah. And I feel like I shot myself in the foot trying to pick that up and read it. And I'm really sad because I was hoping that they were going to do something. I'm not talking about earth shattering, but I thought they were going to bring back quality storytelling to that Alien franchise.
Yeah, I thought they had the ability to. That comment right there, that the Marvel's Alien book got better in the second arc. I concur with that. The first part of it was like they were just trying to find a way to get that dang thing started.
It was like Alien and then Aliens.
Yeah, Alien and then Aliens. And Alien was way better than Aliens, in my opinion. The first one was way better. What?
And you didn't have Newt.
I remember. Hey, listen. I'll say this: Aliens was good, but it wasn't as scary as Alien.
I don't care. Bill Paxton, best actor ever. Game over, man. Game over.
But those were the best too.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there were other little highlights here and there.
I did like the Aliens versus Predator movie.
Yeah. Well,
here's a cool concept.
And Predator 2 was better than Predator 1. I'll take that.
Oh, those like versus like movies, they're so like I've never got into those things. Like they're just like they're just very
cash grab.
What you expect, they're very what you expect. And the second arc of Aliens did, because they got into a place where there was like this. People were living in this area, and the alien got loose in there, and I'm hoping that was a good direction they started taking it, and I hope they developed that run. But I don't know. I haven't heard much about it, and I haven't seen a new one out in a while. So I'm kind of getting nervous that maybe I don't know. But
they'll never let it die. I mean, there might be a gap, and they're at a point they could do a full reboot. I mean, how many millennials and younger have seen the first Alien?
Not many. That's the
probably not. Not that you'd want to retell that, scene by scene, but you could start over.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. That's the thing they like to do nowadays. Screw original shit. Let's just reboot everything.
I mean, Sigourney Weaver in that thing was like, hey, I was watching her in that. I guess it was Resurrection or whatever it was, where she became like half an alien. That was crazy. That movie, though. But it was like it was very satisfying as far as like I just want to see some freaking crazy killing of, and they showed a lot of aliens in that one and whatnot, a lot of alien or whatever you want, alien plural or not plural. But I would love to see them put to Kevin Feige or something like that, try to somehow add that to the slate of what's coming out from the Marvel side.
New issue's out tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
Issue 11.
Giddy up.
I think you're right by naming Sigourney Weaver. We talk about aliens, we talk about H.R. Geiger and the bad guy, but like the first two were great because of the character of Ripley. Really, it was Sigourney. Yes. Like the alien was the bad guy, and the dark, villain. It's hard when you got so many movies that are almost like focusing on the villain, or maybe they don't focus on the alien, but the protagonists are not fleshed out. They're not really great developed. They're not well cast or well written. Like that's what
sucks
you need.
When they try to make an alien movie into like an art flick.
Yeah. Like
that's how I
telling the
Prometheus
creation of the world
like,
or whatever.
I don't know.
See, that's where I kind of have a counterpoint. I agree with Tony 100% about Sigourney Weaver making those first two movies fantastic. But being the sci-fi space opera fan that I am, I'm still holding out hope for the whole franchise. And I might be that odd 10% out. I thought Prometheus was good. Not necessarily in writing, but just being able to sit down. And if I remember correctly, that was one of the one of the first couple of movies that I saw in IMAX 3D.
Oh wow.
If I remember correctly. It's been a while, but so that experience in 3D and in IMAX in that big surround massive audio setup was a pretty epic experience to have, even if it was a little bit subpar with plot holes or I gotta go back and look at
I wouldn't
what
mind.
Alex said about Aliens problems. It's canon. It's continually this right here. Aliens problem is it's canon. Its continuity doesn't align. That right there, 100%. Its continuity doesn't align. That's the problem I have a lot of times, but I still want that journey. I still get that claustrophobic airlock. There's no air to breathe outside. That tension and that kind of terror feeling. I still get that from all of those movies, even if they're not written really great. That's kind of what my draw to it is. Its movies suck. It's incoherent, and the movie failure affects the comic series.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see them in the movies or in the theaters. I would like to be able to see them as at least a couple of them in the theaters. And but I like it's a fun movie to watch, and that's what I like about some movies. It's just a fun movie to watch.
What if we got a good streaming series, like a 7-episode Mandalorian style?
They're going to do
Put a lot of money into it.
It's possible now. Look at what they're spending on not Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit, that new J.R.R. Tolkien series. That and what they're spending on The Last of Us, but they're spending on streaming media series. It could do justice to an Alien series.
Yeah.
It could put the money on it.
Talking video games, screw Aliens. They should adapt Dead Space, the game. That was better than half the Alien shit.
Don't hold your breath. But
speaking of video games and aliens, Halo on Paramount Plus, one of the best shows out there right now. I would put the latest episode of Halo against, and everyone's gonna hate this opinion, I would put the latest episode of Halo against any episode of Mandalorian.
Get the fuck out of
what?
here.
Yes.
That Halo stuff is garbage.
No.
Garbage.
That last episode, you want Schreiber.
You want to know why the Halo stuff is so bad? I'll tell you a reason. They have the oh god, I'm spacing on the name of the gun. You remember the Covenant gun that was the purple gun that you could hold? The Needler. So they have the Needler in there, and it doesn't even do what the Needler does. Like you spent the money to make the gun and make the mold, and it does. If they would have done a cool thing where they charge it up and they shoot somebody and it takes down their shields, like you use it in the game, it would make it awesome. They did nothing for the game. All they did was look at what the game looks like and look at the characters. They didn't have anything to do with the game, and that ruins it for me. I don't even want to watch any of it.
Yeah. I love it. To me, the first couple episodes, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, and then once it started building up. But I also like Pablo Schreiber, so
yeah.
Who's he?
I'll give it a shot.
Master Chief, and
I was known from The Wire. Terrible pick.
He was in 13. He was in 13 hours.
Porn stash.
Why do you want your Master Chief to look like just some schmuck off the corner? Master Chief needs to look like the dude.
He had to find another job because the ports in Baltimore, they're not any work there because of the union and the supply chain. So he went to space as the Master Chief.
Come on, McClay. Get with the program here.
Get out of here.
He's a good actor. He is a good actor.
Oh, this comment down here from Fred is actually something I like that it's being brought up. I think, Fred, other streaming services are going to see this as an opportunity to double down and pull long-term subscribers from Netflix over and kind of win them over. I don't feel like what's happening with Netflix is actually going to shake any of the other streaming media services.
They're going to run into the same issues later on.
Yeah. Nobody's been spending as much as Netflix.
I think Netflix is going to get more subscribers ever since they put the Rise and Fall of Abercrombie documentary on there.
Ooh,
they're putting commercials, right?
Or the perfect bid documentary about the guy that knew every price of the prizes on The Price is Right. That's the stuff that I watch when I can't sleep.
Yeah. The muscle shirt had to be what sunk Abercrombie, right?
Okay, but before the ship has sailed on Netflix and people really kind of write that check and write them off, so to speak, let's get that next season of that horror film with the horror show with the teenagers that I keep forgetting because they keep delaying it. Stranger Things. Stranger Things was their bread and butter, and Stranger Things is what a lot of Something is Killing the Children fans are waiting for that to end for potentially Netflix to run with Something is Killing the Children, because they're not going to do both of those at the same time. We'll be honest there. But I think once that happens, then we really need to look at Netflix's numbers after that and if it moves the needle at all, because that is a show coming to an end and struggling to retain viewership as well, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think
it's been, two years? 2 years since it's been out?
They're struggling because they're on the same schedule that Last Ronin is. I mean, come on. Like,
God. It's out tomorrow.
Put some shit out. Like, so, I don't know.
I think the next one that's closest to being in trouble is most likely probably Disney Plus.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? They've ramped up to the point where there's Marvel content and Star Wars content for this year, like every.
Yeah, and then they like cancel shit. There's no second season to freaking Hawkeye, no second season to what the other one. But you're gonna have Echo. But I wouldn't think just from a comic book person with Star Wars and stuff like that they're losing subscribers left and right also.
Yeah, but that's
Disney stock in general is down like
that's a bigger picture that's doing all that though,
I think Disney has a much better chance of going global. I mean, they are global. Yeah. Everyone knows Disney.
No one's even heard of Disney.
Disney what?
Yeah.
I don't
Disney.
know. I don't know, man. I kind of disagree with that quite a bit, because the fact that I think they've ramped up and they set up their dominoes the way they needed to set them up, and I think that maybe they were potentially planning for some of these things to be one shots.
I think you have blinders on because they're catering to the stuff that you like right now.
Star Wars is really the only thing that I'm totally into, and the Marvel stuff just keeps me slightly entertained.
Yeah,
they're not spending crap compared to Netflix. I mean, they don't pump out shows. There's 5 shows that come out every week for Netflix.
I'll put it this way: I'll be surprised if Chapek is still the CEO within another year.
And look at what they're spending on Star Wars series. It's a fraction of the cost of what Netflix is spending on a lot of these other bigger series, because of what they've been able to bring with that set, with all of the LED screens all the way around. They're able to save a crap load of money when it comes to actually, travel expenses and actually building sets and on location stuff, that Netflix is still stuck in the old world of production with a lot of their shows.
Alex C made a good comment too about Netflix, but they're not really investing in actual franchises.
Yeah,
but
I would be aware if Netflix has optioned something and we haven't seen it yet, I wouldn't bet on it.
I think Adam Sandler will single-handedly save Netflix.
That's saying a lot there. I like that.
Bold prediction.
Yeah.
Bold move, Cotton. Yep. Anyways, tomorrow is New Comic Book Day.
Oof.
There's a lot of books coming out.
Oh.
We got a lot of people in here. Let's say 3. You can pick 3.
Oh,
McClay.
All right. Let's see here. My 3 would be, man, there's a lot of good books. Okay. I really like
Little Nicky. Get in the flask.
I really like this cover for Monstrous.
Ooh.
I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I wish it was a variant, but it's not. So, and Monstrous, it's always seemed to be one of those series that you're just hoping for it to get picked up somewhere. It's like one of those really good series that just continues to be good. And I love it. So Monstrous number 39. I also like the Knights of X has a 1 in 25 variant that is the homage to Days of Future Past, which I really like. I try to pick up those.
That's never been done before.
Yeah, right. And then another good one that I really like is the Raza Crimson Rain variants. It's the only
Are those
Crimson Rain
type covers?
Yes. Yeah, it's the only Crimson Rain books, in my opinion, to pick up. The rest of it is all garbage. This is beautiful, and the only reason to pick up Crimson Rain, in my opinion. So there's my books. Who's next?
Just go down the road, Alberto Heffi.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. All right. So unfortunately, the thing that I've been working to prevent over the last 2 or 3 years has happened, and that is the universe has farted out a new planet, and the stars have aligned, and all of a sudden, every series that I'm buying, all covers, all copies, all printings of, are all dropping on the same week. So my 3 for this week are, oh man, okay. Star Wars Crimson Reign is out, all covers, all copies. That's coming.
Oh,
And that's actually the affordable side of things. All of those are cover price for me, except for like the 1 in 25, and I got that for a really, really good deal too.
Pokemon style.
Then, unfortunately, I was gambling on Berserker toning things down because the last 2 covers kind of chilled out and they only did a couple of variants. Yeah, not so much. We've got like a 1 in 250. We've got like a 1 in 200. We've got a 1 in 150. There's just more going on here than what I was anticipating them to do. And I told myself that I was going to stick with Berserker to complete this collection for Berserker, being a completionist collector. And they did me dirty and went back and doubled up the number of covers they're releasing on issue 8. Why issue 8? Why are we coming in at issue 8? What is happening in this issue that's got them dropping ratio of variants like that? And I'm a little concerned. Either way, I'll fight through it. I'll get through it. I've made a commitment to order these with my LCS, so they ordered them for me, so I'm going to pay them. And then I actually got to go 4 because Something is Killing the Children dropped as well, and that's the other series that were all covers, all copies, all print. And that's a series that I'm not quite ready to let go of, and I should have. I told myself 2 weeks ago to do it, and I should have.
That Aaron Campbell, though, man, that cover is gorgeous. I mean, the prison covers are nice too, but
it's kind of when you're a completionist collector and you're flipping through a short box of a collection, there's so many Frizzen covers that look almost exactly the same that you start to see doubles and triples and quadruples, and you're like,
well, just within Something's Killing the Children.
Yeah, just within that. So that's a really cool cover. I'm happy to pick that up for the collection. But Saga is out tomorrow. That's more importantly.
Yeah.
And Brian K. Vaughan actually posted something on Twitter that's got a lot of people in the Saga reading community abuzz, thinking that something incredible or something amazing or something frightening is going to be happening. He basically put out an all points bulletin to pay attention to Fiona's amazing artwork. And it's got everybody creating stories in their heads, wondering what's going to happen, to the point where people are putting in spoiler ban effects and whatever you want to call it. If anybody drops any spoilers on any of like the Saga Facebook groups that I'm in or other groups, they're getting insta banned, and they're going to try to clean up that mess as soon as possible. So I'm very curious on what the hell is going to happen tomorrow in Saga.
It's going to be like the Invincible rape issue.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus.
That happens like every other issue in Saga. This. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Is that all for you, Hefe?
I will just say, Alberto, if you can't get enough money for a roof, you can always just use comics as.
So that's there you go. That's the other trick.
You got to use the foil covers. The foil covers.
Oh,
just buy
that's the trick. Is we're hiring a contractor to do a roof on our house, and I'm like right there. I'm like, this is gonna work, and then this drops. I'm like, crap.
You're like,
I gotta figure out plan B.
Do you like comic books? Do you collect comics? You ever thought about collecting comics? I'll trade you.
He's gonna be like, I'm a little short. Hold on. Pick up phone. What's up, whatnot? He's gonna be live streaming. How much do I still owe you?
Nice. All right. So number 1 on my list is Vermilion, the Behemoth book. It's like it's definitely explicit content, and
What is that about?
I don't know. Like that's my problem. Like I can't.
Yes.
I mean, I really don't know. Normally, I can try a
4chan.
preview or something, or I get sent a preview. But this one, I got nothing on. So
I thought it was a Slipknot song.
I think it was at one time, wasn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So I like the cover. I don't know. I think that one could heat up on the secondary market too. FOMO may kick in tomorrow afternoon when people can't find them. So,
Well, the good thing about stuff like that, I mean, not Behemoth is well known and they put out a lot of good comics, but with a lot of other books coming out, what are people going to pass up, not pick up? And then Behemoth still is a small print run, so some stores might not get it. So
Yeah, I agree. So I think that'll be one to watch, one I'm kind of looking forward to. The other one is Gunslinger. I think that's like honestly probably the best written Spawn in a long time. That series is pretty easy to follow. Normally I have to reread a book 4 times when it's a Spawn book, but this one's actually pretty good. And you're getting a new character in this one, Carnivore.
I love that cover.
Yeah, the
It is
gun,
cool.
the smoking gun. Yeah, that one's not bad either though. So definitely going to pick that up. Spawn first appearance, can't pass that one. And Bloodstained Teeth, the cover B. I know Drew at Wanted Comics has a variant for this as well. I don't know
yeah,
if
this
still
is a
got one.
Micah cover from Warner
Yeah.
Comics. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they should have made the color version, that one right there. They should have made that the 1 in 25 because they made the black and white the 1 in 25, but the color just makes
I
it.
hate when they do that.
Yeah, like
It's like, why does the one with less color cost more? The little
Yeah,
line
that's-
art bullshit.
yeah, that's terrible. I mean, you can't even like it's the color. That's a good cover right there. So I don't know. I'm into the vampire stuff, so I'm looking for the next good one after these Savage Shores, and I'm yet to find it. So hopefully this is it.
That
Tim
one,
Edward.
and they got another book coming out from Image. I hate this playset. Is phenomenal. It's not out tomorrow yet, but coming up.
Nice.
Ryan,
Well, I'm going to be getting a second print of Venom 6. I did forget to order it, so I hope they do get some because they're not really ordering the second prints as much as they were in the last series. So we'll see how that goes. But the second prints have been a lot more. There has been a lot less than second prints out there. So if that series ends up doing something or getting hot, it'd be nice to have all the second prints. Thanks to I think it was I don't know, Reverse Amoeba. We're saying that Alien was out because I do see Alien there, so I'll be picking that one up. I like that one with the alien on top of the car. I think that one looks pretty cool.
you're not. Are you excited for Last Ronin? Are you excited for Doomsday Clock Ninja Turtles?
That one right there. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that's bullshit. They screwed the pooch on that.
What is that? Is that a can you tell what's in
It's a 1 in 25. Billy
Yeah, no,
Tanner
I like
variant.
that. I like that cover. I was talking about Last Ronin. They screwed the pooch on. That
I didn't
cover there
see
is
that,
fantastic.
so that wasn't in my preview. So I'll probably go for that one once I from there in the morning. Got to be the first thing to get those.
The last Ronin is. Hold on, let me pull it up so you guys can
There it
see
is.
it.
Yeah, there's an Eastman 1 in 10
Yeah,
too.
there's a lot of them. There's an Alan Quaw. There's the Bartling.
I like that Bartling.
Shredder variant. Yeah.
Is that a wolf?
That's
Splinter.
Splinter.
The
Splinter.
Del Auto is
Do
pretty
you
dope.
think they delayed it for exclusive variants?
Yes.
That's a long
Because
delay
for a
that.
while, IDW they were so fucked up internally that they put a stop to all exclusive variants.
Yeah, if they did, that's even more fucked up. I don't know.
Dude, Inhook Lee did 2 variants for this.
Did Bartling do 2 as well? I think he did 2 as well.
Jesus.
Go down towards the bottom. Is that one? Is that a Bartling right there? To the right, up,
Suyon,
up one more row, and to the right.
right there.
Yeah.
That's Kale New.
Oh, okay. It's got that Bartling.
That's
like
awesome.
that's like the cover, the one that went wild, the line breaker.
Yeah.
The number
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Like part of me expects to see like the Hamburglar standing back there.
Grimace.
Wow, look how bad this one is. I mean,
Ooh.
It's
What?
subjective.
yeah, it's
Fuck.
subjective.
Yeah, it's a headshot variant.
Yeah.
That's
Look at
subjective, all
oh,
right.
ooh, this is bad. Oh, God, that's bad.
He looks like a frog.
Oh man, that's bad.
Yeah.
Wait.
Battle toads.
Yeah, it's like
who's very-
Kermit got stung by bees.
This
Is
is
that a
Liefeld.
Liefeld variant?
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why there's no fees.
Wait, change my mind. It's awesome.
Oh, jeez.
Liefeld, what a joke.
You can't
My
even
last
grab
time
turtle
is,
feet.
I don't care about this turtle crap.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
turtles.
bad.
Silver Surfer, the kind of white cover with just a surfer on the front.
Yeah, that's one sold out at some places online.
Fairy variant. Whoa, there's a Ivan Rice variant too. That looks awesome.
You
Yeah,
said
that's
it's sold
good.
out in some?
Yeah,
Look
I
at the
wanna
Rice
say
variant.
variant, I think
This
I've
one is
seen.
wow. Look at that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That might be the pick of the week right there.
It's Spider-Man though.
I know. It looks badass.
I feel like
Why
there's
is
a
it
killer.
Spider-Man?
There's a killer Silver Surfer cover every 3 months.
Yeah, I know.
I like that one though. That one was pretty sick though.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the Thanos, what is it, 14 fourth print or something like that? 15 fourth print with Silver Surfer Black.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Badass Silver Surfer.
Thanos, what is it? Which one?
15, I think, fourth print. Thanos 14 or 15 fourth print.
The fallen one.
Why?
How about
That
this?
one's pretty cool. I like the Derek. Did Derek Chu do a cover for that one too?
Yes. Warren Lau.
Uh,
Derek Chu right here. Here we go.
Wow.
I like his Harley covers.
Yeah.
I understand you get like kind of burnt out from the Derek Chu and the Art Germ and the Conca, but some of them I like. I don't know what that is.
Like
one's-
here locally in Houston in a few months, doing a signing.
Tony, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going through changes, guys.
Little old for that, aren't you?
Let's see, you
No,
changed it
like-
again?
Yeah. No, just the kind of books that I buy, how much I pre-order, what I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't know if my tastes are changing or if I'm just getting burnt out on stuff. But like weeks like this, when there's a million, when there is a million covers, like it really doesn't interest me as much.
Ventriloquist.
My camera's locked.
Yeah.
You're good though. We can hear
Whatever. We're good.
Yeah.
I do
live
like
on
that
the
cover.
scene.
I like the cover that Brian picked out, that Monstrous. I agree with you on Monstrous. I think it's kind of like Saga Light. Like if you know it, you know it, and you've been waiting for something to happen. I guess if I'm going to pick a book, though, it probably would be a cover play. I like that Hulk Grand Design Madness #1, that Jim Rugg
I like those green
cover.
too.
It's not that one. It's the cover B, I think.
Is it the one where he's like?
I think he needs to do more. Right there. Yeah, I think he needs to do more Marvel.
That's Jeff
covers.
Darrow.
Is it Darrow? I thought it was.
Yeah.
Rugg.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
Jeff
okay.
Darrow.
Okay, my bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could tell
Yeah.
Jeff Darrow by all the really tiny, crazy details. Like, yeah, I love Jeff Darrow, man. This is the McGinnis right here. McGinnis was a great Hulk artist too.
Yeah, that would be a good Marvel Masterpieces card.
Yeah, this is the Jim Rugg right here.
Okay.
So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm lightening up on the cover buys, on the even like the series, the indie books. I'm starting to kind of wait till whatever issue 3, 4, 5. If it's got some heat behind it, I'll check it out. But I'm not going out and buying everything anymore. For now.
Yeah.
There's a new book from Aftershock coming out tomorrow called Naughty List.
Yep.
And it's a different take on the origin of Santa Claus.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And there's a
Looks like the Punisher as Santa Claus. What do we got here?
Yeah, if you scroll down,
That's Harrison Ford.
I like that cover better, the B cover, the 1 in 15. But yeah, if you read the synopsis for it, and it's written by like I think a writer from like Sopranos and
Yeah, it's
Some
the Punisher
Yeah.
as Chris Kringle.
Chris.
so that one, and then
Have you guys seen this one? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
no, go ahead.
Look at this one.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Richie. Shout out to Dollar. Dollar told me about this. He's like, yeah, be on the lookout for this one. This one's really good. I
It's
mean,
all
the
Punisher.
regular cover is good too.
Who's
But-
the artist on that? It
Um,
almost looks
Rich
like
variant.
Rich. So
Which Rich?
who would that be? I don't know who that- Sabine Rich. So that's the Sabine Rich variant.
Okay.
Yeah, Beyond the Limit, Sabine Rich variant.
Beyond the limits. Take it to the limits.
Yeah, the Carla
Reader-
Cohen is crazy.
Reader
Yeah,
picks
I
for
like
me Thor number 24, 750th issue of Thor.
is that
Tomorrow.
why the dang thing is $9 freaking tomorrow?
Yeah, but
Ooh, look at the
Malieve,
Hans.
the Malieve cover. Scroll down
Malieve?
towards Alex Malieve. It's the white one in the bottom row.
Wow. There's a lot of good covers in this.
Ooh,
That is beautiful. It almost looks
Damn.
like a Sidem variant.
Yeah,
It's a
that's the
little
win.
bit Sidem, a little bit Senkovich,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sick cover.
Senkevich.
cool.
Sorry.
What is that? Thor what? What number?
Thor 24.
Yeah,
24.
it's the 750th issue, so you got stories.
What is it good for?
Look at that Hans variant.
I love that.
Hans and Franz.
What is this? Galactus? Is that no? No, it's not Galactus. I thought it was Galactus for a second there.
Oh, I can see where you can see that with the little
Yeah.
fluttering of his cape there.
Is that a
Yeah, that-
Shelby variant? Declan Shelby?
Yeah, Shelby right here. It's a Spider-Man variant. Oh, so they're doing that stupid thing where it's Spider-Man as all the characters like they did for
Yeah.
Gwen. That's dumb.
What
Yeah,
the
that's
hell was wrong with
stupid.
Thor's face?
That guy's statement.
Yeah, those are all the what if rejects, is what that
Yeah,
is.
exactly. The main cover is not too bad either.
Yeah.
I hate when they do this. Somebody dead.
So,
It's
and then the
interesting.
last one I have is just the cover pick. Dynamite might not have the best books, but they always have great stories. And there's a Draculina number 3. There's a variant for that. I mean, there's a bunch of covers for it, but the I'm gonna kill the name, but scroll down some.
That is a weird name. Scrotum?
The
Oh.
down one more and to the left.
That's like saying you buy Maxim for the stories.
Rock de Lin. But
Kind
I thought that cover was cool. I mean,
Manga.
similar to like the Rose Besh stuff and everything. But
She's drinking blood out of a Slurpee. That's awesome.
Scrotum, rosebush.
I know Souza Micah has I think a Barbarella cover and some other Dynamites, but those are my picks. And then if you do like Thor, one of my favorite runs, Jason Aaron. There's a Jason Aaron omnibus releasing tomorrow.
I'm stoked that they're going to be doing a signature with him.
That was the best, right, McClay?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. In the middle. That
Wow, look at the Tyndall.
ooh,
Look at this.
Amy Tent, yeah.
what a good
And it's
covers
not
for that.
Zenoscope.
Holy crap.
Nice.
That's got detective
880.
yeah, vibes going. That's dope.
It's interesting.
McClay, there's one in the middle right there. Nope, down one. That green one's dope too, but the one underneath that. There's a version of that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I'm
Dynamite.
tired of Virgin variants. I don't like Virgin variants anymore. I swear to God, man, I'm so tired of them. Just, I'd rather see. I think you. It makes
Wait.
it look better when you put a cool trade dress on it.
That says it's a 1 in 7. That seems kind of
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah,
it's
they
Dynamite
do
does
do
weird
that.
shit.
Yeah, they do that weird.
And then they'll have like a 1 in 50 line art.
Yeah,
Any trade dress.
a 1 in 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
1 in 13.
Yeah, here's a 1 in 11 right here. Yeah.
Some ballsy art.
Wow.
That
I
doesn't
can-
look like Morant Michael's art right there. That's,
No.
That's
Yeah,
Thor.
because it's not Pooh or
Yeah.
Tigger.
That's
That's
ugly.
like Thor. Thor.
What? Anyhow, there's some awesome, some great picks in the live chat. And if you watch on the replay, let us know what you guys are picking up. But
yeah.
Andy, that's just gonna leave us with
Uh,
one more thing. One more thing, McClay. What do you got for us?
Just come sub up to the new channel, The Amazing with Brian McClay. You guys can find the link in the description below. We are just under 700 subs, so just trying to get as close, trying to hit that 1,000 sub mark. We have hit, I think we got like 5,000 hours viewed, over 10,000 views. So we've hit all the other areas that you got to hit in order to get monetized. We just need 320 more subs. So if you're not subbed up, please check it out. Go give it a sub. I think you'll enjoy it. And that be it.
Oh, Beardo.
Dude, it is indie week over on Whatnot. And I, being the massive indie fan that I am, have a ton of extra copies and a ton of indie stuff that's not hitting the PC. So we are definitely going to be running a really big Whatnot indie show Friday night, 9 p.m. We're getting it locked and loaded. I've got like 20 slabs behind me. They're almost all of them are 9/8. It's going to be pretty dope. And
It's gonna help you raise the roof.
what? Something is killing the children. Something is killing the children. Number 1, 9.8 CGC.
That was a good one. Yeah. Raise the roof.
We're gonna raise the roof right there. I mean, there's some killer books that we're gonna put up that I really don't want to, but like we said, life kind of happens. Sometimes it's time to move on from extras or other things. And either way, it's gonna be a blast. I think I have as much fun, if not more fun, than the people that are on there buying the books.
So, but hold on. I did forget one thing. I apologize.
No, you had one more thing, not 26.
Yeah, I know. May 4th, me, Wanted Comics, and Hive Comics are going to be doing a crazy Star Wars sale. Starts at 4 p.m. Eastern. Going to be doing it in 3-hour blocks. And it's probably going to be the craziest Star Wars sale ever on Whatnot. Drew will have a ton of high ratio variants and original Marvel run stuff that has been found in a warehouse find that's just crazy condition for 40 and year old comics. And then I'll be doing a lot of super rare stuff. Heir to the Empire newsstand, the Adam Hughes Phoenix Comic Con variant. First appearance of all the major characters, Malik, Revan, you name it. They're all going to be there. Full runs of almost every Star Wars title that has come out other than the Marvel run. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be May 4th on Whatnot. The link is, or the sale is already up. You guys can just go bookmark it.
Be awesome.
Nice.
Tom,
All right. I'll go. Fuck Kyrie Irving and the Nets. Peace. Go home. See you next year.
Suns in 4.
Suns in 4. Yes. So honestly, that's about it. But yeah, I am I've bought a new house with my new wife, so I will be selling the shit out of some comics on Whatnot as well. So make sure and check us out there, so you can get my whole collection basically.
Sweet.
That's it.
Ryan, what do you got?
First off, send your comments to for the community feedback section, Rhino's Random Ramblings. Comment on this video. You also can go to Rhinoverse and comment there on the. I'm going to post a spot where you can put in this week's topics from the community. I'm stoked to be able to take my buddies. My old drummer and me are going to see Deftones, and we're taking his 10-year-old daughter to our first concert this weekend to see Deftones and Gojira. And just a quick thing for everyone: make sure that you help your loved ones help you out. Recently, I informed my wife if something was to ever happen to me to contact my buddy Alec. And that he would help her move the books in an appropriate way so that she wasn't taken advantage of or anything like that. And so I just think it's good that you have, like, she has his name and number, and my buddy Alec knows how to get a hold of her. So if anything ever happens to me, he'll be the one that would help her with that stuff, because it would be hard for her at that time. I think everyone should do that, something like that, because if you've ever met someone that's been in that situation, they want to do the right thing, but then there's so many buzzards out there, you don't know if they are. So it's just a good way to be thoughtful, and that's it.
I worked security a bunch of times at Deftones concerts, barricade, and he freaking came over, put his hand on my shoulder, was singing, and then it was in the Norva in Norfolk, Virginia, so it's a smaller venue. And then he climbs up on the balcony, and I just look up, and I was like, I ain't following that motherfucker. He's on his own.
He stood on my shoulders before. Chino stood on my shoulders.
Did you steal his shoes?
What's that?
Did you steal his shoes?
No, I just smell his feet. So I smoked some of that sweet Chiba years and years ago with Chi, the old bassist, the original bassist, and then back in the day. So I have a long history with the Deftones. But I'm stoked to go see him, and I'm stoked to take my buddy's daughter. It's gonna be awesome.
Tony,
she's going with her. She's 10 years old.
We're trying to figure out what my daughter's first concert is going to be. That'd be awesome.
Mine was Cool in the Gang.
Yeah.
Mine was.
It was a celebration, bitches.
Mine was REM with Radiohead.
Okay.
Oh, no shit. Wow. That's a good first concert.
I'm ashamed to admit what mine was, so I'm gonna pass. No.
New Kids on the Block.
I mean, you can
Earth,
tell
Wind,
by
and
my
Fire.
voice. Country music, Brooks and Dunn. So yeah,
Dude,
not bad.
I would wear that as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
Motherfucking neon moon up in this bitch.
yeah.
The only country band I've ever seen is the Garth Brooks guy. And
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever seen, and he kicks
He said
ass,
that.
dude.
He was
puts on
awesome.
a show and a half, dude.
You don't know. Tony.
All right. One more thing. We have been, if you are not on Whatnot, we talk about Whatnot a lot, but go, if you go to my Instagram, Blue Green Artifacts, and click on my bio, if you're not part of Whatnot, you can click a link there to download the app, and you also get $10 off your first purchase with whoever you decide to buy something from. It's pretty cool. But along with a lot of other great Whatnot sellers here on the panel, I've been selling there since last summer. But the last 3 weeks, I've been trying something a little bit new. I've had a sale on Thursday night at 8:30 Central. And after the sale, we go through 30 books, and then we have a little content. I've been putting together I love talking comics. I love thinking about comics, and we all love lists. So I've been doing the Spec 7 list every Thursday at 8:30. Come check it out. I have a theme every week. Last week was cover price books. This week is going to be non-optioned characters or titles. So
Hey, I think we should do a topic about that very thing on one of these podcast episodes, because I have a bunch of questions about that and a bunch of pros and cons just in my own mind. So
about non-optioned. What are you talking about?
yeah, about content on Whatnot.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm just
there's
kind of
good-
doing it
there's
for
good and
fun.
bad, and I think there's a lot of room in that.
Yeah.
But
It's an experiment for me. I don't have a million viewers like a lot of people do, so it's a pretty exclusive club as far as, but it's been fun. You know, Drew from Wanted Comics stopped by last week and chatted as we were going through it, and it's kind of fun. Just try to pick out books that everybody else hasn't. You don't own Spec, but you know, I think it's useful.
Spec owns you.
Right. No, but if you can get the people watching, if you can get a few more covers in their memory banks, so when they're hitting the LCS, you know, if they find something for super cheap, they know, you know, it might be a good lottery ticket. That's what I like to do.
So yeah, check out Blue Green Artifacts on Instagram. Make sure you guys check out his profile, and then click the link to Whatnot and save yourself $10. My one more thing. A while ago, when not as many people were knowledgeable of what Comics Vault Live is, you still might not be, but Sean Kirkham is going to be coming back to Simple Man's Comics, and we're going to sit down and have another conversation with him We're going to be talking about Skybound Expo. We're going to talk about the Comics Vault Live, and we might be able to tease some books that he's going to be having for sale. Sean Kirkham, one of the best guys in comics, down to earth, nicest guys. On the mend, thank God. He had a little bit of a medical scare there, but he will be coming back on this channel. We're going to record it probably within the next week or so. If you're not sure what Comics Vault Live is, I have a video already on this channel about, hey, the best secret in comics and Comics Vault Live. Big Clutch is what he's known as. And there's a great story of why he's called Big Clutch as well. We even did talk about it in that first video. But either way, thanks again. Always, Cantankerous keeping it lively in the chat. Everyone keeping it lively in chat. Double O, we had great discussion in there. I think this is one of the nights where people in the live chat offer a lot of great points and a lot of great humor as well. So we thank you guys each and every week for joining us. And with that being said, we will see you guys next week. And make sure if you have a topic you want discussed, throw it in the comments of this video, not in the live chat, but throw it in the comments. With that being said, we will see you guys next week.
Look, they talking like they don't know a king when they see one. See him in person, he take it back like a refund. Ballin' with my brothers, all my playing D1. Daily checking chicken, he gon' spin it watching reruns. Say they real, but they clones of me.